So yes, this is a reversing camera that is suitable to use with any vehicle, and it is 100% wireless. There are no wires that you need to connect to your vehicle's electrical system to be able to use this camera. And that makes the installation of this device not only very quick to do, but also very easy as well. And that would apply for anyone who wants to install a reversing camera to their car by themselves. The battery life of the camera is amazing, and the image quality it produces over its wireless connection is also very good as well, especially for a camera that is not even 4K. The camera is able to be fully controlled through the app, but as you're going to see in today's video, using an app is not the only way you are able to control this reversing camera. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello and welcome to the channel, and I hope you like today's video. If you like smart home and automotive technology content, then hit that subscribe button because that's what you're going to see on this channel. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing another Wi-Fi reversing camera. And from the feedback I have received from you, reversing camera reviews are apparently something a lot of you like and want to see more of on this channel. So I have added a few more into my workload schedule for you. Now I also know that there are a few of you who hate doing installations and wiring as well. And that's totally understandable. Some installation jobs can be a lot of work. But today's video is going to make those people really happy because today's product review is completely wireless. So there are no wiring skills required whatsoever. Yes, this is not only a Wi-Fi reversing camera in regards to the way it transmits the video signal to the display over a 5G Wi-Fi connection. And no, I'm not referring to the 5G cellular technology. I'm referring to 5G Wi-Fi, also known as Wi-Fi 5G or more commonly Wi-Fi 6. But it's also wireless in the way the device is actually powered up as well. And the way it achieves this wireless power source is of course by using an internal battery. This device has a built-in rechargeable 4800 milliamp hour battery, and I have to admit the battery life is really good as well. It's said to last up to 15 hours on a full charge, and using it only as a reversing camera, it will last even longer, up to approximately 1400 hours, and that's a very long time. But what does help with this though is the fact that this reversing camera also supports solar charging. As you can see, this camera has a solar panel built into the top of it. So effectively, after you charge the battery up for the first time, which you do through its built-in USB-C charging port, which is right here next to the on-off button, you shouldn't need to charge it again, unless you do most of your driving at night, of course. Now, not needing to charge the battery up all the time with this device is also a good thing as well, considering the charging duration, which is the time it takes to fully charge the battery, is rated at approximately 6 hours. Yes, that's definitely not fast, but of course this time also varies depending on the charger you use as well. I use a fast charger and it took me just under 3 hours to fully charge it, and after testing it for the last 2 weeks, I have never charged it again, and nor have I needed to charge it again either. Okay, now as you can see by the size of this device, which by the way measures 185 millimeters long by 31 millimeters wide and 31 millimeters high as well, it's actually designed to be mounted onto your license plate, and once done it actually looks really good installed on the car. And if you were thinking it wouldn't, then that's exactly what I was thinking as well the first time I saw it. It looks too big, but it's actually not. Okay, maybe not everyone's going to like it, but I personally think it looks very tidy and professional looking when installed onto the car. And the fact that it mounts to the bottom of your license plate and that it's completely wireless has to make this the easiest reversing camera to install ever. And it seriously is. I personally only had to drill 2 holes into the actual license plate as well. You can't see them because they're on the back, to install it, and I still had the camera completely installed in about 15 minutes. So yes, ease of installation is another huge advantage with this device. Oh, and by the way, in regards to the charging of this device, it has also been designed to be very easy to remove from the car for the purpose of charging as well. And to do that, all you need to do is undo this little screw here in the middle. So we'll unscrew that. Like that. And then you simply just slide the camera to the side and lift up, and it comes off the mounting bracket. So yes, that's very quick and convenient and simple to do, which makes this also a very good feature as well. Now, in regards to the physical camera specs, it has a rated image resolution of up to 1080p and with a viewing angle of 120 degrees. Being designed for automotive use, it is also, of course, waterproof and is rated IP68. And it can also operate within a temperature range of approximately -10 to 60 degrees Celsius. Now, you might be thinking, but how do you actually view the image from the camera? Do you need Android Auto or CarPlay fitted to your car as well, so you can use it as a display monitor? And well, no you don't. It's actually very simple, as the camera just connects to your smartphone over a Wi-Fi connection. So yes, you just use an app called Ebicam Driving that you need to download on your smartphone first. And once done, your smartphone becomes the display monitor screen for the camera, as well as a way to be able to control the camera's features as well. And yes, the Ebicam app does also support both Android and iOS and is available from the Google Play or App Store. Now, it is a well-known fact that using a Wi-Fi camera as a reversing camera can also be very frustrating due to the time it takes for the camera to establish a connection between itself and the app on your smartphone when you put the car into reverse gear. And unfortunately, that problem is unavoidable with all Wi-Fi cameras as well. But hang on, this reversing camera is completely wireless, so therefore it cannot be connected to your reversing light at all to trigger it. So how does this actually work? Surely you don't have to manually establish a connection in the settings of your phone between the camera and your phone every time you want to reverse your car, do you? Well, although that option does also work, no, you don't have to do that at all, because this camera is also supplied with a remote control as well. Yes, this camera is also supplied with this little remote control, which operates on a frequency of 433 megahertz, and just like the camera itself, it also has a built-in internal rechargeable battery rated at 200 milliamp hours, and again is also recharged using its built-in USB-C port here on the bottom of the device. It has a charging duration time of 1 hour, but again, for me, using my fast charger, it only took me about 25 minutes to fully charge it. And just like the camera, I have only ever needed to charge it once in the last 2 weeks of testing it. It's also advertised to have a signal range of up to 200 meters. It comes supplied with this adhesive sticker on the back, which you can use to stick it onto anything inside your car. Before using the remote control, it does need to be turned on first though, and you do that by pressing and holding down the middle button here for about 3 seconds until the blue light turns on. And turning the remote off again is done by repeating the exact same procedure. Now, of course, using this remote control will also allow you to turn the camera on and off. So at the moment, as you can see, there's nothing displayed on the smartphone screen because the camera is currently turned off. So we'll turn the camera on by pressing this button here. And as you will see in a few seconds, the image from the camera will be displayed on the smartphone screen. This does make it a better way to get the image from the camera displayed on your smartphone faster as well, because you can turn on the camera anytime you wish, such as a few minutes before you are ready to reverse your car into the garage. However, this is still not going to make a huge difference in regards to the slow Wi-Fi connection delays, as you just saw, because these can result in a connection speed from maybe 4 or 5 seconds to even 20 seconds or longer. To be fair, this camera is slightly faster than some of the other Wi-Fi cameras I've used in the past, but you are certainly still going to experience delays using this Wi-Fi camera, just like all the other Wi-Fi cameras as well. Now, for me personally, I have experienced one little slight problem, and that is with the strength of the RF signal. Now, this problem may very well be only for this particular device that I'm reviewing, of course. And going by the advertised signal range I mentioned above of 200 meters, it does make me think there is a specific problem with this particular device, as I have been unable to achieve those results. So with this particular device I have right here, and from my personal experience testing it, I unfortunately have found the remote signal communication between the remote control and the camera to be very weak. This resulting in me usually having to extend my arm out really close towards the device with the remote control first for the camera to be able to turn on and off. So for example, I'll try and turn the camera off now and see what happens. Give it a few seconds. Okay, it's not looking good. Anyway, that's a problem I've experienced with this device. I even tried installing the camera to the front of the car to see if that made any difference, because obviously then the camera would be in front of the remote control. But for me, I had the same problem. But as I have already said above, I do suspect this is just a problem with this particular device that I have, because this device is also advertised to be suitable with vehicles of up to 10 meters in length as well, and that's the size of like a small truck. The remote does support two other features as well, such as the ability to take photos at the touch of a button using this button here. So for example, like that, and being able to record video as well. Yes, you can also record what the camera sees to your phone by pressing this button here. Try that now. And as you can see, it's now recording. You can then view the photos that you just took, for example, like that, as well as play back the recorded video footage on your smartphone through the app afterwards. This is definitely a very cool feature, and it works really well too, even over the wireless connection. I'm just playing back some of the recorded camera footage now, as you can see, and I have to admit, the results are quite impressive. One other thing I must mention about the camera itself, mainly because I'm actually kind of impressed by it, is the night vision. It is really good. I know this is only a 1080p camera, but wow, I haven't seen night vision this good on some of the wired 1080p cameras. I mean, okay, it's definitely not 4K quality, but it's a lot closer to it when compared to a lot of the others. I'll zoom in a bit closer to give you guys a better look. It's probably not going to show up very well on my camera anyway, because it usually doesn't, but hopefully it gives you a good enough idea. It seriously is a very clear image, even with cars coming towards you with their headlights on. So in regards to the night vision of this camera, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's definitely not too bad at all, in my opinion. Now, even though this device would be good for use in many different types of applications, its main use would probably be as a reversing camera with most people. And another great feature this app very kindly provides us with for this purpose, and as you have already seen in the video, and as you can see right now, is parking guidelines, and to my surprise they are also adjustable as well, which is fantastic and also a really important feature to have. So let's give that a try now. So we can adjust them up and down, as well as from side to side as well. However, if you decide you want to attach the camera to your front license plate instead of your rear, then maybe parking guidelines is not something you would want displayed on your smartphone screen. And the good news is you don't have to have them either, because the parking guidelines feature can also be turned off as well. Just like that. On, off. So with this device, one thing I do have to admit is the app does include all the important features you would need and want as well. Now, even though the app is a really basic and simple design, but of course one that does work very well in my opinion, it does also provide you with a few other features that you can use as well, such as an indicator for you to check the solar charging status. When this icon is green like it is at the moment, that means the battery is being charged by the built-in solar panel of the camera. So it's charging now, that's good news. It also provides you with a battery level status monitor as well, so you always know how much charge the battery has left in it. Throughout this entire review, it's actually never dropped below that level, which is saying it's fully charged, so that's good news for battery life. A Wi-Fi status monitor is also included as well, so you know when there is a successful connection between the camera and your phone. At the moment it's successful as it's green. If there was no connection between the phone and the camera, it would be red. Tapping on this icon here will allow you to change between portrait and landscape mode, like that. Unfortunately, there is no full screen mode supported with the app, so you're always going to be seeing the camera image in a smaller box, a smaller size box than what the actual screen size is, unfortunately. Screen mirroring, however, is supported, and that is used by simply tapping on this button here to change between the left and right side views of the rear camera. And as you've already seen, taking photos and recording video is also able to be controlled and done using the app as well, if you do not want to use the supplied remote control. And lastly, the app also supports another feature known as sleep time. This feature allows you to automatically put the camera to sleep, also referred to as standby mode. This feature is actually very useful because, for example, if you need to reverse your car into the garage, you can set it to say 60 seconds, which I will set it to now. You can then turn on the camera using the remote control if it's not already turned on, and then after you have reversed the car into your garage, if you then forget to turn the camera off again with the remote control or through the app, which I personally am always doing, it doesn't matter because after the 60 seconds time has expired, the camera will turn itself off and the app will then close itself as well automatically. So yes, this feature definitely does have its uses. The camera does also have a built-in feature that will detect if there is no connection to your smartphone, and if there isn't, it will put itself into standby mode to save battery power after 5 minutes. Now, I know one question I'm going to get asked by several people will be, if I turn on the camera with the remote control, does the app automatically open by itself as well? And as useful as this feature would be, I agree. Unfortunately, no, it doesn't. The app must be manually opened by you every time, or you can, of course, just leave it running in the background on your smartphone at all times as well. Okay guys, and that is how this wireless solar charging reversing camera works. And I have to admit, the thought that has gone into the design of this device is really good. I mean, first of all, it's 100% wireless, and being a wireless powered device as well, the battery life would be most people's first concern. But because it supports solar charging, you don't need to worry about that at all. The battery life of this device is actually excellent. The remote control with its built-in USB-C charging port is also another great idea, as there is no battery you need to keep on changing in the remote either. And the wireless video recording is also a great feature as well. As far as wireless reversing cameras go, I do like it, but I personally would still prefer a wired camera over wireless any day, but that's just my personal preference. As for the cost of this device, at the time of this review it cost approximately 115 New Zealand dollars, and it seems like a very popular product at the moment as well. It seems to be available from virtually anywhere online from what I have seen. It obviously can be used with a large range of vehicles as well, big and small, so that makes it a great solution for commercial use as well. And because it is so easy to install, it can be done by literally anyone. You don't need any car electrical skills or experience to do it. Anyone can install this camera to their car. It only takes a few minutes and is very easy to do. Anyway guys, that now brings us to the end of another video, and thank you so much for watching. As always, I will put a link in the description area below for anyone who is interested in purchasing one of these wireless solar charging reversing cameras for themselves. But like I said, they are available everywhere at the moment, so it will be available from a lot of other places online as well, I'm sure. If you liked this video or found it helpful, then please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel, where you can watch even more videos, which I upload every week. And I hope to see you all in the next video.